Hello everyone, Pokezak494 here, and we are back for week 2 of season 2 of the UGA Draft League. And this week we are going up against Goomer, which who is piloting the team of the Kentucky Wildbolts. And yeah, it's safe to say that I'm a little bit nervous about this match because they seem like a really good player. They have a unique team, but from what I've seen, they can pilot it well. And I don't have like last week. I had a strategy that I thought would like work. That would like kind of shut down my opponent's team. If you know what I'm saying, as to opposed to this week where it's more like I have a good plan, but their team is varied in a way as that I can't just come up with a strategy that if executed correctly, I know will work to beat them. So basically, what I'm saying is I have to play well to win this week, and that's what we're going to try to do. Right now, I'm just waiting for my opponent to give me the code before we start, but in that time, I will go ahead and take a look at the team that I'm bringing for this week. Oh no, I don't think I renamed my team. Okay, I did. Okay, good. So yeah, this is somewhat similar to what we brought last week, except I'm ditching Butterfree and Enteion in a favor of Excelgor and Palossand. And the reason for that is they have a lot of weaknesses that Palossand covers for here, and a lot of physical Pokemon. So water compaction will, let it stay alive for as long as it needs to. But I also have ways to like lower this, basically increase its special bulk as well. And that is by way of using Struggle Bug with Excelgor and using some Max Quakes, which is super effective against. They have Cobalion and Salazzle as their beat up user, and they have a few other, I believe, yeah, a few other ground weaknesses. So Excelgor ends up being really good here, and actually most of their team is weak to Glacier, which is nice. So that's kind of what I was talking about, of the fact that like last week I knew my opponent had a strategy and I just didn't let them use it, or at least that's what I prepared for. And whereas this week I kind of have, in terms of type advantages, I have, I believe, the upper hand with Glacier and Palossand, but I just have to get them in the right positions to where they actually do what they need to do. So yeah, we're gonna try to do that today, and we'll see how it goes. The rest of the team kind of is mostly there for support. Excelgor allows Palossand to work, and we have Hatterene and Indeedee. Oh, uh, just to be able to set up Trick Room and get Glacier in the spot that it wants to be. I also have Hatterene to use after Excelgor goes down to try to set up Trick Room right after. But the code, my opponent has given me the code, so I will put that in now. 3359 3359. Okay. Now searching. Okay. Yeah. I was just telling him that my opponent that I was searching. Um, Now it is time for good luck. Have fun. All right. I think I'm ready. I'm thinking about starting off with Palossand Excelgor because I feel like they probably expect me to go for Glacier Trick Room stuff first. And I never want to do what my opponent expects, unless it like works exactly the way I want it to work. But let's just see what they brought, because there's a lot of different things they could have brought. Let's see what they actually ended up picking. So Raikou I expected, Beat Up I expected, and Tapu Bulu I expected. No, um, no fake out from Jinx, which is good. So that means Excelgor. I was wondering if they'd bring Jinx or not, because that's the only way they could have fake out, because I'm almost certain Salazzle doesn't get fake out. Um, yeah. I just need to check that really quick. I should have known this beforehand, but I just to be sure. I'm fairly certain though. So yeah, that's why I didn't put protect on Excelgor, because it was in only a certain instance would they have fake out, and I even made, as bulky as Excelgor can get, which is not that bulky. I tried to make it survive more hits more than anything. So there's that. Um, yeah, just but fake out would be a small wrench in my plans. Okay, Alola, Salazzle, Firelash, Will-O-Wisp. Yes, Will-O-Wisp I have to watch out for. Okay, the battle is starting. Yeah, it looks like they don't get it. Yeah, I was pretty sure, but you never want to get taken by a surprise on something, so always good to look things up when you aren't entirely sure. Okay, Centiskorch Cobalion. Does Centiskorch get beat up? I don't think so. Hmm. Okay, I don't want them. Wait, did they bring Salamence? Oh, they didn't. Oh, that means I can max Quake without. Holy, what the heck? Okay, so the only thing they can switch into for a max Quake is Tapu Bulu. So I think I'm just gonna go for the max Quake. If they switch, that's mostly fine, because what is Centiskorch gonna do otherwise? Yeah, I'm just gonna try it. Yeah, this feels more like a lead that they would bring if they were expecting Indeedee Hatterene. Um, that's kind of why I also put okay, so they are Dynamaxing in without switching. So they could max guard, but like that kind of just stalls a turn. I don't see what. Okay, so they're Dynamaxing uh Centiskorch, which is a physical attacker primarily. So yeah, they could protect with Cobalion. Let's just see what they plan to do. Oh, they might bounce. They might bounce and waste my Palossand's max move. I love that animation, how it just pops up from the ground like that. Okay, let's see what happens. So I actually just learned this when I was going through my moves. I didn't even know that Water Streaking had priority, but that'll always go first, which is nice. Okay, weakness policy, water compaction. Hit it again. Another water compaction. +4. And we're at +6. Great. So does Cobalion go for bounce? It goes for coaching. I'm not sure how helpful that is for them in the long run. Overgrowth is not going to do much because I'm +6. Yeah, what? That did 0, like almost nothing. Okay, and I made sure to put Ancient Power on my Palossand, so that will just rip apart this Centiskorch when I use it. And now we're increasing special defense as well. Is it Focus Sash? It is not. So Cobalion is out of the game. We get a turn 1 KO and barely take any damage in the process. That defense boost from coaching means nothing to me because I'm a special attacker, and I'm just going to hit it with an Ancient Power and one-hit KO it this turn. So I don't know if they really looked to see if Palossand got any rock coverage, but interesting to see the Dynamax come out here when I do have the potential to have something like an Ancient Power. Okay, Tapu Bulu. So they could have switched to that, but they were going for coaching. So what I can actually do is I think I'll yawn the Tapu Bulu. I could acid spray it. It's 4 times super effective, but I did it in testing and or tested out how much that does, and it doesn't really do much. I think I'll just yawn the Tapu Bulu because if Scorch goes down this turn, yeah, so it's not even protecting. So if Scorch goes down this turn, then it can't switch out. It's gonna be fainting. Okay, Dazzling Gleam, and there's nothing. Okay, so they're lowering my special attack by 1, which is a good play, and Excelgor faints. Though +1 Palossand, Ancient Power or Max Rockfall, it should just one shot the Scorch still, since it's ×4 super effective. Let's see. Wow, only did half. I okay. I wasn't expecting that. Wait, was that? But yeah, fine. Did he even say super effective? I'm confused. Okay. Hmm. Okay, well, if I can get Trick Room up, that'll be good. I feel like they're just gonna max guard. Oh, they might be Assault Vest. That might be what's happening here. Yeah, Max Rockfall, super effective. I don't know what happened. Um, they're probably gonna put me at neutral right now with another Max Flutterby. But there's nothing I can really do to stop that. Withdrew Tapu Bulu. Okay, so the Yawn was not doing much here. If they max guard, okay, so Flutterby, which is fine. Yep, Focus Sash, great. Okay, so now I have Indeedee, and Palossand is gonna hit it with another Rockfall, and I feel like we should be in good shape with Trick Room up. The only thing about Sandstorm, annoyingly, is that Hatterene will faint here, but at least I did get the Trick Room up. They have room service. They have room service Sudowoodo. That's pretty funny, actually. I think Sudowoodo does. I think it just underspeeds most things in Trick Room, but maybe they do need room service. I noticed in testing that Sudowoodo actually was slower than Hatterene or Glacier, but maybe not. All right, so that is a problem that they switched out Tapu Bulu, because now they're just gonna get Grassy's terrain back up when they switch. Okay, so both of our Dynamaxes are over. Now I believe. So who is going to switch into Tapu Bulu? Probably Sudowoodo. I'm just going to do this, so that if they switch Sudowoodo into Tapu Bulu, then Shadow Ball will still be doing a decent amount of damage. Not much, since I got lowered twice and I didn't put that much investment in special attack because I wanted my special defense to be higher. But the thing is, okay, so they did, yeah, I would rather they had switched Sudowoodo out. I just thought they'd do that since it was obvious to put a ground move there, but oh well. That's kind of annoying. But that does mean I can use Ancient Power the next turn without any worries. That's nice that I avoided that head smash. Okay, that's barely anything. Special defense drop. They're probably going to switch next turn anyway, but if not, that's still good. And Expanding Force does a decent amount. And now we have to wait for a Grassy Terrain. Okay. If Indeedee faints, that's not good. So I think I'm going to protect next turn. Yeah, because they're not going to want to attack Palossand, since they can't do much. Okay. In that case, I'll Earth Power, Protect. Let's see if they end up switching Sudowoodo or not. They do not. Indeedee protects, which means that nothing else is protecting. Woodhammer goes into Palossand, doesn't do that much. Earth Power. Does this KO with the special defense? Yeah, okay, great. That's perfect. That's perfect. I'm hoping Bulu goes into Indeedee. They don't. Dang it. They double into Palossand, which is not great. I do have Shore Up though, which will I believe heal up all of my health. If Sandstorm doesn't end this turn. More grassy terrain healing. Okay. So I'll use Shore Up this turn. And then Expanding Force into Centiskorch. Hopefully Centiskorch won't protect, but we'll see what happens. Because if we can get rid of Centiskorch here, then I'm confident that the game is over. And healing up with Palossand is really nice. Because then they have to, like, try to chip down all over again through all of the defenses that I set up on it. Okay, no protect, so we should just be getting rid of that Centiskorch. Shore Up gets us back to full. That's so good. Oh, Struggle Bug. Okay. It's... How slow is that? Holy cow. Critical hit on Indeedee. That's not helpful. Okay. Bulu goes for Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Indeedee doesn't take much. Expanding Force. Still KOs. Goodbye. Alright, so I don't see a way that I can lose this now, because I can always shore up with Palossand. I'll only be healing half now, but half is still a lot. That's the normal amount of HP that a recovery move heals. And I still have Indeedee, so actually I can just Helping Hand. No, Helping Hand's not better. Should I Ancient Power to try to get a boost? Maybe. But Shadow Ball also has a chance to lower their defense, or special defense, so I'll just do that. Shadow Ball plus Expanding Force. But that Struggle Bug was pretty good by them, because now I'm doing a lot less damage. Okay, one Shadow Ball hits, does a decent amount, all things considered. Woodhammer goes into Palossand. They didn't get a critical hit. Yeah, barring critical hits is what I should have said. We can't really lose. Okay, okay. We just need no critical hits. Uh, all right. Twisted. How is Tapu Bulu that slow? I didn't know. How is Centiskorch that slow? What the heck? Okay, well. Expanding Force, Shadow Ball. Oh, yeah. So it. Okay, whew. That's it. That's the game. That is game one. Whew. All right. Well, that's a good start. Um, Now I'm wondering, should I switch? Do I bother switching? Should I do the same thing again? You know what? I have an idea. I think I'll do the same thing again, but this time I'll Acid Spray onto Centiskorch. Maybe don't bring Hatterene again this time, because it seemed like Trick Room like benefited them. And I fainted on Focus Sash regardless. Yeah, they were really ready for Trick Room, which is a good. That's good for them. Oh, okay. What could they do to punish me for doing this? Uh, hmm. If I just do this and then have Scrafty and do I want Hatterene again? It didn't do much. Scrafty and Indeedee. I'll try that. I'll go to Trick Room if this doesn't work again. But I felt like that was a good... It did good for game one. Yeah, I may not even need Glastrier at all. They didn't bring Intimidate, which is one thing. So if this doesn't work out, maybe I'll just do Coaching Glacier, because I did put Coaching on, what's its face? Why am I blanking? Scrafty. I put it on Scrafty again based on how well it did last time. But let's see if he changes it up at all. Salazzle and Tapu Bulu. That makes sense, because that has an advantage against Excelgor. Grassy Surge comes up. Yeah, other than so I can safely max Quake into the Salazzle slot. Although, yeah, everything they could switch into is either neutral. Everything is weak to max Quake except Centiskorch. But do I want to Rockfall just to kill it if it has Focus Sash? I don't think that's necessarily worth it. So I'm going to max and max Quake and Water Shuriken. They're going to Dynamax Bulu here, almost certainly. Yeah, I am faster, which is pretty good to have with Palossand. I didn't lower its speed. I didn't give a speed lowering nature to it because I assumed they might try to underspeed anything, and if I wasn't going in Trick Room, what? I checked. I thought it. Oh my gosh! I thought it didn't get Fake Out. That does so much damage. Holy cow. Okay. That's not great. Oh my gosh. I thought it didn't get Fake Out. Well, Focus Sash, yeah. Okay. I'm going to Max Guard and Struggle Bug. Feel like that's what I need to do. Wait, so did they go... They didn't go faster, right? Yeah. Trying to remember the speed order from last game in Trick Room. Okay, well... If I just Max Guard... Wait, Struggle... It's Fire and Poison. So that would... Oof. That wouldn't kill, I don't think. Dang it. Dang it. Palossand might just faint here, and that's not optimal, to say the least. I'm gonna Max Guard and switch to Indeedee. That's what I think I need to do. Yikes. This isn't good. Withdrew Salazzle. Okay. Sent in Cobalion. Excelgor comes back. Indeedee comes in. What to do now? Okay, Max Guard happens. Woodhammer stops. That's good, at least. Now, I can't really protect... Like, I could follow me, but I feel like an expanding force is more valuable here. So, I'm just gonna go for... What am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for a Phantasm to lower its defense, Cobalions, and an expanding force. Yeah. Ugh, this isn't looking too great, though. I did not know Salazzle got Fake Out, and that sucks. Maybe the switch wasn't great either. Tapu Bulu protects, so... Okay, I did Phantasm into that. Steel Beam doesn't... It's a critical hit. It's not that bad. Expanding Force, how much does this do? I believe it does more damage because they protect. Okay, not enough, but still a decent amount. The thing is here... Oh, yeah. That was Steel Beam and not Steel Roller. Why are they using Steel Beam when they have beat up? Are they're just not trying to beat up at all? That's weird. I'm an Expanding Force again, try to shore up, but almost certain that Palossand will faint here. Tapu Bulu might switch so they can try to get rid of my terrain. That would make sense. Because letting it die here without bringing it back so that you could get the terrain in your favor again. Okay, they're not doing that. They're just Steel Beaming, KOing. Why are they running Steel Beam? That's very strange to me. Because, yeah, now Cobaling's just gone. Do they have Mega Horn on their Tapu Bulu? No, I'm faster, I forgot, so doesn't matter. Okay, Bulu's gone, so there's their last two, but I don't have much offense at all left. So I could do this. Excelgor. Okay, Sudowoodo, that's their Dynamax Pokemon? They can't Fake Out because I'm on Psychic Terrain, so actually having... And I assume they're slower than Indeedee, so if I can just Expanding Force and Acid Spray, and that should do a decent amount. Sudowoodo is relying on its physical attack, and I have Scrafty in the back. So I think this is still looking pretty good, despite the fact that I have to get through Sudowoodo's Dynamax. Ooh, pretty good ball to have that in. But like, if I get it off, which I don't think they can KO Indeedee yet, they might be able to. If they KO Indeedee, this will be bad. Salazzle uses Heat Wave but misses Indeedee. How much is this going to do? Oh, no. They KO'd Excelgor, but I'm faster than Sudowoodo. Okay, Expanding Force still does a lot, and I'm going to be... Rockfall. Okay, how much does this do? Oof. Okay, well, still alive for another Expanding Force, which is what we want to see. And now I'm going to Intimidate it. The problem is... I'm going to be lowering my defenses with close combat, and that's not preferable. Oof, okay. I think I can still do it, though. Expanding Force plus close combat puts it pretty low, and then if I'm fast enough the next turn, because they can only KO one, I think I still win. I think I win. Max Guard, I guess they're just getting a little bit of... They're trying to break Focus Sash on Scrafty if I have it. Wait, no. No. They just wasted a turn of Dynamax. I don't really know... Oh, they're stalling out Psychic Terrain. That's what they're doing. Weirdness dis... Ah! Okay. Oh, that's not good. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Okay, Expanding Force does not do a lot at all. Close Combat does a lot, but not KO range. Is an Overgrowth into Scrafty enough to KO? Not even remotely close. Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. So that was just a neutral attack because I intimidated it. So we got Indeedee and Scrafty left, and I have no more Dynamax turns. I I think I ended up winning. This was not at all how I expected these matches to go. That's for sure. I was definitely expecting to use Trick Room. I was definitely not planning on getting faked out and not being able to use Palossand efficiently, and Excelgor did nothing this battle, and yet Expanding Force takes the KO. So, wow. Week 2 is another 2-0 against Goomer, and I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Thank you for Goomer to the battle. Thank you to Goomer for the battle, and I'll see you next week with another one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.